Yo, it's your boy, B. Pate, C8 Pate. We back down here in Chicago. We are at Buckingham Fountain in Chicago, and I'm just chilling with the C8. I'm gonna get a couple of films in. This is gonna be my official C8 Corvette review. We're gonna try to knock this out down here at Buckingham Fountain in downtown Chicago, in the heart of downtown Chicago. We're gonna try to knock this review out. So as you guys can see, we got the lovely fountain behind us, the nice, beautiful fountain. That is, again, Buckingham Fountain. Everybody out and about, I want to say to the guys, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. We got all the beautiful buildings. We got the Chicago skyline. And then we got right there, the C8 Corvette 2021. So first and foremost, my impressions of this car are, it's one of the most beautiful vehicles that I've ever seen overall. I love the car. I love the fact that I purchased the car. It was a smart purchase to me, in my opinion, on my part. What can I say about it? So first and foremost thing that I love, I like the black accents in the car that they put on the car. It goes really well. This is matrix, ceramic gray is the color. So depending on the daylight, it kind of has a different type of tint to it. So sometimes the tint to it is white, sometimes it's gray, sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's silver. It has a different tint to it depending on the time of day. So usually during the morning with sunlight, the car will look somewhat bluish. Then as the day goes on, it'll turn to like a lighter gray. Then at some point during the night, it seems like it turns to a completely different color of white, or even an off-white, or as some people would say, dirty white. I got the black rims on it, had those powder coated in black. You see the center cap is also powder coated. It's in red. It got the red brake calipers to it. This is a 2LT. This is a 2LT vehicle. The 1LT doesn't really give you much. Well, it gives you still the motor, but you don't, you'd have to upgrade the performance exhaust. You can't get the blind spot monitoring in the mirrors, and you definitely need this in this car because there's so many blind spots. You also don't get the mirror that's an actual camera. You don't get that. You just get a regular mirror, and honestly, I say not to do that. Hey, you really do need and should get the actual mirror that shows as a camera in high definition. You can see everything behind you even when it's raining. So again, here's the money shot, the car right outside of Buckingham Fountain. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful view. You see all the water past all the sun and everything. So again, back to this car, this is a 2LT. We talked about what the 1LT gets you. It's basically just a base car. It doesn't have a ton of toys on it. Where the 2LT gets you is you get the rest of the toys. You get the blind spot monitoring, you get the reverse mirror, you get the heads-up display, which I really, really like because you can change so much on the heads-up display. In comparison, in the past, there wasn't much that you can change on some of the heads-up displays. I had like a 2000, I think it was, Bonneville SSEI, and matter of fact, I think it was a 2002, and that car had a heads-up display. I liked it at the time. Obviously, it's a bit dated at this point, but you couldn't change the display overall. You can do a lot with this heads-up display, which I really like. Another thing I got the transparent roof. I really love the transparent roof, especially at nighttime. The transparent roof is pretty cool. You can see straight out of it. Obviously, it's like a sunroof. As we know, I got the window tinted. The windows are tinted. I love those overall. I didn't get the front window tinted. I wanted to stay somewhat legal. And I don't know, I just don't, I think it would look better with the front window being tinted. So I think I might make that change. I think it'll make it look a little bit more, I don't know, stealthy in its own way. The back window, I want everybody to see that engine, right? So I did not tint the back window. I want everybody to look in and be able to see that window. So I did not tint the back window. Other upgrades, just the wheels. I did get the wing. I did get the spoiler. So I had the high wing spoiler. Once I kind of looked at it, I didn't like it all the way, and it blocks that camera view. So the camera's right here. So this is the camera where you see out of where when you're in the car, you look in the rear mirror, that camera is showing you everything behind it. So with that being said, including that high wing, the high wing is included in that, where when you look out that mirror, the high wing is just sitting there. And in a way, it kind of annoyed me a little bit. So I kind of like put it on just to see how much it would show without taking the bump, because you have to take this whole back bumper off to install that high wing. So what I did was I just kind of like, you know, put it together and had somebody hold it up there. And then I looked at it and I just didn't like the way it looked. So what I think I'm gonna do, I saw in the 2022s that are coming out, they have a wing that sticks out and it goes out far. It doesn't go in the air, it goes out towards the back of the vehicle. But to be honest, I kind of like the vehicle with that clean look. I've kind of gotten used to it, and I really like it with that clean look overall. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna leave it the way it is for right now until I get some better wing options. Right now you got the Z51 wing and you have the high wing spoiler overall. So I think, yeah.
Can we take a photo?
Yes. You guys take a photo. You like it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing a car review right now. You guys good? You can take a photo. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
So, got some fans of the C8 Corvette. They're out here taking a picture.
Thank you, man.
I noticed you guys' accent. Where are you guys from?
So I was born in Chicago.
Okay.
Chicago. I live in Orland Park right now.
Okay.
A little south of here.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you guys were from like London or England or something.
No, he's from Romania.
Romania, okay.
Yeah, we're all born here.
All right, thank you. You guys are C8 Corvette fans?
C8 Corvette. That's YouTube channel, right?
No, this car is a C8 Corvette.
Oh.
So it's the new C8 Corvette.
It's a new car?
Yeah, it's a mid-engine. The engine's in the back. And so in the front is a trunk. That's a trunk in the front. Yep.
I like the wheels.
Thank you. Like the wheel, yeah. Got those done. See, everybody likes the wheel. Thank you. So people like the wheels. You know, overall, again, I think the car draws a ton of attention. Obviously, we're down on the lakefront. People haven't seen this car, much of it in Chicago. Most people in Chicago did not get their vehicle. So with that being said, people are out looking and they're trying to get a snapshot or get a picture of the car overall. Maybe this isn't the best place to do a car review, but I just thought it was cool and wanted to give my fans of C8 Paint a different view in a different place. It's easy to go to an empty parking lot and kind of do it. I kind of wanted to do something different. So hey, I apologize for some of the distractions that we might get, but that just comes with the territory. So with that being said, back to the review. We got the engine in the back, we got the front in the front. We may change from this location and go somewhere else to kind of dive into some of the techier parts of the car that are on the inside. My first impressions of the car, I like how fast it is. It's, you know what, I'm gonna say quick, because there's still some modifications that I can do to make it even faster and maybe even get it up to about 640, 650 horsepower. But as of right now, I have the performance exhaust on the vehicle. Yeah, I love that, especially in track. The performance exhaust is very, very loud. So just to let you guys know, some people will be unhappy with this car overall as far as the exhaust part, because they got like a glass that a thick glass that separates that engine from the cabin of the car. So you can't really hear the car from the outside. On the outside, the car is making all pops and burbles and making all this noise, but you can't hear it overall because it's so insulated inside the car. It doesn't allow you to hear some of it until you really start stepping on it and it starts roaring, then you can hear it. But on the outside of the car, you can fully hear everything that's going on. All of the exhaust, the burbles, little you know, snap, crackle, and pop as they call it. You can hear everything on the outside of the car. So I do like that overall. It could be a little louder, just so I can hear more of it in the car, but then that also means it's going to be way louder on the outside. So I'm content right now with the sound of it. As long as I put it in Tour is it seems to be the most aggressive sound that I can get. Sport has a nice aggressive sound, and Tour and some of the other modes that you can go in, those seem to lessen the exhaust to make it a little bit more quieter. So again, if you guys want to go in on these rims, these are the factory original rims. They've just been powder coated in pearl black. I'm sure it's not coming through on the screen, but these are sparkly, you know, pearl black rims, but the sparkles I'm sure aren't coming in. It really like goes well with the car. Then you got that center cap in red, and then you got the red brake caliper. I like the boomerang. I like the black boomerang that goes with it. I just like the car. I'm a big fan of the overall car. We can do some of the inside stuff in a second. What else? So when I first saw it, it had silver rims on it. It didn't look bad. The silver rims did make like the outside of the car pop a little bit, but I knew I was either going to all red rims or all black rims. I have a very conservative personality, so one of the things I wanted to do, I wanted to still stick with my personality and not go too far from that, right? But I didn't want to stick out like a sore thumb with these bright red rims and these bright red seats. I tried them, they look good on the vehicle, but ultimately I decided to go with the black wheels. I'm probably gonna, the fronts are 19 and a half, the backs are like 20 and a half. I'm probably gonna go with something where I go with a 21 in the front and a 22 in the back when I get ready to change the rims. So if we got any sponsors out there that would like to send me that type of staggered type of rim, whether it's Vossen or somebody else, I will happily C8 Paint will happily take those rims if you love to like to send them to me. What else? The wing, if somebody has a wing that's not a high wing and that's something different that you guys are trying to put out there, I will happily, any sponsor, take that wing and try it out as long as it looks good. If I don't like it and it doesn't look good, obviously I'm not gonna put it on my car. So if you guys see a wing on my car, that means I really like it. I'm very particular about what I'm gonna put on the vehicle. Also, the body kit for the front splitter and then the sides, I'm going to also get something for that overall and put something like that on the car. I tried some of it. I had some sponsors send me some stuff. I did not like what they sent. I think I would rather go to carbon fiber. It seems like the carbon fiber that goes on the bottom looks way better. So you get like the little rocker panel, then you have like a little winglet by the back tire or whatever, that body kit, then you get the front splitter. So if there's any companies out there that would like to, you know, sponsor on that, definitely 100% I'll try it out, especially if it's carbon fiber. Or some of the stuff that I was sent, it was like a carbon flash, and for some reason, I don't know, it just didn't match the boomerang and the rims. It didn't look right. So again, with me, even if I get something for free or whatever, if it doesn't look right, I'm not just gonna slap it on my car to slap it on my car, right? It's a very classy look. I love the overall look of the vehicle, so I'm not trying to mess that look of the vehicle up by just putting something crazy on the overall car. Again, so if you see something on the vehicle, it's going to be something that I actually like and something that I'm trying to go with overall. It's not going to be something that it's just there because somebody paid me to put it on there. It's going to be something where they didn't pay me. I'm sponsoring the company because I really like the company and I like their product and the quality of the product. So I think that, you know, I got these done in black. So I got these in black. It could have been body paint, but I got the rear view mirror covers. I got those done in black, and I really like that contrast that bounces off. You know, let me know, guys, what you guys think about if I should get this part of the vehicle wrapped or painted in black, and this part of the vehicle, I kind of like it the way it is right now, but I could come above the body line and just kind of like go straight down and do all that in black. I think it might look better. I've seen some of that on YouTube and different things out there. Or I might just leave it like it is overall. Obviously, I'm saving for the next thing that we got to get. So 9 times out of 10, I'm trying to get the Hellcat Challenger, or Hellcat Challenger Red Eye, to add to my collection. I think I'm gonna keep the Ford Mustang California Special GT CS. I think I'm gonna keep that one overall, just because I think that's something I want to just pass on to the kids. It's one of my first muscle cars that I purchased, and I just really want to hold on to that one. Need to do some upgrades again on the engine. As you guys saw in previous videos, I did a race between the Ford Mustang and the Chevy, and as we know, the Chevy Corvette C8, it won. So I could keep trying to challenge myself and try to get a better, some more horsepower, change something with that engine on the Mustang to try to see if it could stay with that. Or I can go and I can get the Shelby and try to like upgrade that to see if it'll stay with it. Again, my opinion of the Chevy C8 is it is quick. Off the line, there's not much that's going to beat it off the line, especially if you get a good launch. There's nothing that's going to beat it off the line. Hey, that's my opinion. I'm 100%. I feel like my opinion is right on this. I've raced Lambos, I've raced some Huracans, I've raced Fords, I've raced Hellcats, I've raced pretty much everything recently, and I jumped straight off the line on everything. The thing is I kind of have to hope that the race is over by about 140, or hopefully we see some cops or something like that, because a Hellcat will track me down eventually. So that thing, this is probably, with everything that has been done to it so far with the exhaust and some of the other engine stuff, this is probably maybe 540 horsepower or so. A Hellcat is like 760, 770, depending on if it's a red eye, so on and so forth. So it's a ton of power, but it can't put the power down and take off the way I can. But when it gets going, that's when you're kind of in trouble, and it'll come up and it'll try to catch you. So if I'm in something where I can get up to about 200, or even 160, 180, if I can get up to that, which is hard to do on the street or on the expressway, the Hellcat probably 9 times out of 10 will eventually track me down. Once this thing is, you go twin turbo or do a couple other things on the engine, once I make a few upgrades on this, it'll be a better high-end race. But on the low end of things, on low-end speeds, let's say 120 and under, I'm gone. Even probably 140 and under, I'm still fine or whatever. Against most Fords, I'm definitely fine. Against 392s and what else is out there? 392s or Scat Packs and stuff like that, I'm good. I can still run past them with no problem. Hellcats, they'll give me some problems on the high end of things. I would love to race an Aventador, but I'm obviously pretty sure that an Aventador should, since it's a light car as well and mid-engine, I'm pretty sure it could stay with me or pass by me. A Huracan, at least I know I can still do something with a Huracan and run past it. My best time 0 to 60 in this thing has been 2.7 seconds. So I was shocked by that. So it took me a couple launches, different things to get to that overall. So before my lowest was like 2.9. But as I've gotten more experience with driving the car, now I'm at about, my best time was 2.7. I don't think I can do any better than 2.7 in my opinion, but not sure. Who knows? Maybe I can. So just to show you guys the engine, so we don't leave that part out, we got the engine in the back. At nighttime, I got it to where this whole engine will glow any color that I want it to glow overall. I do like the red, or I like when it's strobing. They do give you a nice amount of trunk space overall. So you got a trunk in the back and you got a trunk in the front. The one in the back, honestly, I could probably fit 2 decent size, not super huge, but decent sized luggages in the back. As far as the front one's just a little deep. It's a deep one, but it's not very wide. So it's more so deep. So you can put deep packages in it. As you see now, I got my big car cover in here. Under there, I got some of my tire shine and different things, and I got my book bag in here. So as you can see, it's deep. It's wide enough, but it's more so deep instead of being super wide. So I actually do like the trunk overall. They give you this over here in the corner. So for those of us that are used to trickle chargers, it's a trickle charger that comes with this car, and you just plug it in there and it'll charge the car when you're trying to store it. I love the front end of this thing and the way it looks overall. I love the car in general. It's a very beautiful, sexy car in my opinion. So again, we're out here at Navy Pier. I'm sorry, not Navy Pier, Buckingham Fountain in downtown Chicago. Now just moving to the inside of the vehicle, which I love. I got my screen right here on the inside of the vehicle. I love this screen. It could be a little bigger, but I'm still fine with it. I got my nav, I got my Wi-Fi hotspot, I got my Android Auto, I got my Apple CarPlay, I have the settings, I got the user, audio, phone, I have the apps, I have the OnStar, PDR, you know, recording what's going on. I got Pandora. It's so many apps and different things that you can do with this. I really, really like it. The nav system, you know, looks really easy. Like instead of like in the old school having to load a address in, you just hit the top of it and you put in where you're trying to go, whether it's I don't know, Chicago Mall, or whether it's Georgia Mall, or you can put the address in and it comes up and you go where you need to go overall, which I do really like. We got this down here. These are the gears. So if you push, that's for park. You pull up, that's for reverse. You put in, that's for neutral. D, it glows, that's for drive. And then right here, this is manual. So this is when I use the paddle shifters. So I'm gonna go back to park for right now. These are the overall camera. It'll show me every camera view. So right here at the top, it's showing me the front of the vehicle if I was gonna park close to something in front of me. This over here is the right side of the vehicle. This over here is the left side of the vehicle. So I can pull up any camera angle. So I like that the car has so many cameras around it. It's kind of impossible to get that curve rash or, you know, mess something up on the vehicle overall. It's kind of hard. And I really like that. What else do we got here? We got all these buttons going down, which people have commented on a ton. So down here at the bottom, from like this half going on down, this is for your passenger. From this half going up, this is for your driver. Really, really like it. It's easy to get to. A lot of these same functions or whatever are also integrated into the nav, but they make it so easy for you to get to it. Got a cup holder, put a couple of things in it. They give you a little tray right here to put your keys and everything in. So you see I got stuff to all the other cars in there. We got this charging port. We got this big speaker, but we got this charging port right here. And when I put my phone in there, as you guys can see, it starts to charge my phone. So what I like it overall. I wish it was more so on the dash somewhere, and this is like, you know, a little bit more convenient and easy, but I like this too. It's cool. You got the Android CarPlay or Apple CarPlay where you can have whatever on your screen, and that it'll still show up there, and you can just leave your phone here charging. We got the backside where we have obviously the engine. Right above us, we have the transparent roof that I was telling you guys about. So as you can see, it's so big and you can see right directly out of it with no problem. We got our bright red seats, which I really like. We got the red stitching. I like how the stitching is made overall. We got one of my favorite parts of the vehicle, which is this camera. This camera is so awesome. You can see everything behind you. It's like you're watching a movie behind you. It shows you all the lanes on both sides, and you can zoom it in, zoom it out, whatever you wish to do. I really, really, really like this camera. I never had a car that had the rearview mirror was an actual HD camera that showed me everything. Up here on the dash, I love the dash. As we keep saying, I keep saying everything that I love. I love the vehicle. Chevy, usually when I buy something, it may not meet my expectations, but I'll still be fine with it. Like, okay, I like it. Or it will exceed my expectations. This car exceeds my expectations by far. I love the vehicle. So up here, we got the different modes. So as we can see, When I change, that's tour that I'm in, so it goes to like a touring type mode and calms the vehicle down. This is my mode, which you can change it into different things and go into your own mode, create your own mode. Weather mode, you know, I think cuts down some of the power on the car, so the car is not like constantly spinning when you're trying to take off. You got weather mode. If we go all the way over to the right, and I'm just flicking this thing right here, it's like a mouse. I'm flicking that, and that's how I'm turning this to make it go. So this is sports mode. When I change to this is track mode. So this is like the most aggressive mode that the car can go in. So I do like that you can change the modes and all of this changes. It doesn't stay the same. It's digital. I like that part of things. You got these really beautiful paddle shifters back here. I really like those. Track mode is scary to a certain degree to me. So I think you shouldn't drive that on the street. You should really actually drive that on a track, in my opinion. It does give you the louder sound on the engine or on the motor. So I'm not even sure. Again, the inside of this car is so insulated. It's so, it's hard to hear. So if I step on the gas, you can barely hear the gas. So you see the meter go up. So again, if I step on the gas again, you see it go up, but I'm not sure if you can really hear it. On the outside here, this thing sounds beautiful, but on the inside, I'm closed up in here. I don't have the top off or anything like that. It's hard to really hear and appreciate that sound that's coming from the vehicle. The steering wheel, as everybody's talked about and reviewed, it's like a box. You get used to this thing so quick. At first, when you first look at it, so I wanted to get this video in, especially since we had the backdrop of Buckingham Fountain. So tune in next time, my friends. Please, 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 please subscribe to the videos. Subscribe. That's all I ask of you. Don't give me any money. Just subscribe to the videos and like the videos. Make your comments on the videos. Tell me if you like the car. Tell me what you changed in the car. Tell me what you'd add to the car. Tell me what you'd take off the car. Until next time, my friends, C8 Paint is out. Again, let's look at beautiful Chicago before we leave. Hey, I want to bring you to Chicago. Here it is.